Welcome back to the channel, gamers. Enemy Rangers X has been out for about a week or so, and I'm here to help you level up faster and build the best team that you can. First subject on our list today is talking about units. So, with the gacha system, you don't really know what you're getting, but know that you will eventually get the best character on the banner, so it's all about patience. How do you summon your units? Well, you can manually go and summon them, or you can just click on the area to your left and pick the summon area and teleport there. That's the easiest way, honestly. Once you are at the summon area, you want to make sure to summon just a little bit so that you can at least get some units to play the game actually with. For starters, do a 10 pull summon and equip all the characters that you can, just so you can start the game. After that, play a couple of story mode so that you can level up your character, get more gold and gems. But also keep in mind that you want to finish your quests, especially dailies, so that you will be rewarded with gems, gold, and trait rerolls. So try to do as many quests as you can. It's really grindy, but it pays off in the end. After grinding for a bit and finishing story mode and ranger mode, make sure to get more units. By now you probably have some decent amount of gems so that you can summon better units. Now the most important thing to know is the banners are changed every hour and you can decide if you want one unit or the other. Either way, you can look at the current banner and be like, do I want this unit? Maybe not, and wait for the next one. And like I've already said, you can get the mythical unit as long as you are patient. You can get it right away, or you can even get it later. It all depends on your luck. Now, here are some units I personally have and I recommend for you to have too. The first one on the list is the legendary Saiyan. Definitely should be aiming for him because he has insane ability damage, very high spawn limit, excellent HP, a very good DPS, and very good speed. The next one is King of Shadows. Decent ability damage, very high HP and DPS, but his cons are low range and speed. These two are one of my first rangers, and to make these two even stronger you want to evolve them, but I will talk about it later in the video. And the last one on the list is the one-armed pirate. He has a good ability, he is a good DPS and decent HP, but he has low range and speed and spawn limit. Like, you can only have two of them on the field, which is in my opinion. Like, I wish I could have more of them, but oh well. These three are all good starter units, but if you can get even better ones, then by all means please do and let me know which ones are the best for you. But don't fret, there are multiple ways to get units, not just by summoning them. There are secret units that you can obtain by various means, for example like game modes, ranger stages, and limited boss events. Secret units are really powerful, so be prepared to grind for them so that you can make the enemies go boom. Here's one example how to get a secret unit. You go to play, create room, ranger stage, and go to green planet. Here you can get the solar fist, but he's very hard to get, so I wish you luck with that. I'm still trying. To make your units even more stronger, you want to level them up. You can level them up by playing story mode or ranger stages, or feeding them items that can grant XP. You go into your items, go to XP food, and you have all the edibles that will give your units XP. You want to use them to level up your units as much as you can, and honestly, in my opinion, you should use, like, for example, I picked the Super Saiyan and I wanted to give him all the food so that he could be a bigger level. I fed him all and he gets a massive damage boost and a massive HP. Well, honestly, he gets more HP than damage, but still 100 damage is a lot. Now that I'm done with units, I'd like to move on to the next topic, traits. Traits are a little tricky because you get them by rolling and you never know what you will get. But for you to roll traits, you first need the item trait reroll, and you get it by finishing quests, challenges, and also by shiny normalize. It's the NPC in the summon building at the entrance, and he will turn your shiny units to normal ones and give you trait rerolls as a reward. You also get them by level milestones, codes, and Robux purchases. And that all depends if you want to spend money or you want to get them the free way. To roll your traits, you want to go to areas and teleport to traits. go to the NPC and pick a character whose traits you want to reroll. And keep rerolling until you get the traits you're most satisfied with. I will now give you a little tier list based on my experience with playing the game. We have 3 traits that would be considered C tier: Endure, Superior, and Horizon. They are amazing for learning the ropes in the beginning, but you'll soon want to get rid of them since they're the most common ones and it's really hard to get trait rerolls early in the game. So they're just your basic trait you want to equip your units with. Now onto the A tier list. All these, in my opinion, are on the A tier list because they're very decent once you start leveling up a bit and start grinding even more and want your units to deal even more damage. We have Sniper, Brute, Colossal, Investor, and Jokester. These are all good somewhere in your mid game, but you want to start switching them out as soon as possible after reaching level 15 because they will start holding you back. And it's not because they're bad, like, don't get me wrong, they are very good traits, but there are even better ones. For example, this A tier list. You want to get all of these on your units as soon as possible because they level up and boost your units so much, but it's really hard to get them because the drop rate isn't ideal. I honestly wouldn't invest much time into getting them specifically, but if you do get them, try to keep them, don't try rerolling. Again, that all depends how much trait rerolls you have. If you have a lot, then by all means, go ahead and reroll as much as you want. The one in the A tier list are Blitz, Violent, Juggernaut, and Millionaire. They boost your characters so much, well, units, but they either way boost them a lot. But depending on the unit you have equipped, you want to give them the according traits. For example, if they're tanky, ranged, or melee DPSs. And the last tier is the S tier. These are really hard to get and by far the rarest, which is why I wouldn't advise you to tackle them down before level 20. Either way, I will show you the traits so that you can aim for them after you reach level 20. So we have Seraph, Capitalist, Duplicator, and Sovereign. These are the highest traits that you want to have, but I do wish you good luck with getting them. They really are hard to get. Whoa, now that that's done, let's get into evolution. So basically, with evolution, you want to evolve your units so that they can deal even more damage. But for that, you need to craft items. And to craft items, you need to farm for them. Let me show you an example. First, you want to go to the evolve area, or you can just teleport there, which is easier. After that, go to the NPC in front and choose your character to evolve. You don't have a lot of characters to evolve, but you can, like, I can pick only these. So, like, he can become a vampire. I want to evolve the King of Shadows, and I need his crafting material, let's say that. So, to craft, you want to get out, go to the crafting, to the Vampire Emperor, and pick the item you want to craft. It will show you what you need to get. For example, this Ranger Crystal we get from challenges. And every item will be shown where to get it. These 2 last items, Obsidian Plate, you can get in the Ranger stages, and Soul Core. After that, you want to go to play and pick the Ranger stage which you need for the items. But also know that you do need to grind a lot because, like, there's 30% chance that you will get this. Maybe you don't get it, so yeah, you need to grind a lot. Now here I want to show you how I evolved my character. So you go to the craftsman's, pick the item you want to craft. I collected all, craft it. And then you want to go to the NPC at the end of the room, pick your character and just confirm so that you can evolve them. Unfortunately here I didn't film the part where I've evolved them because I forgot to pick up my quests and I didn't have enough gold, but I know I did because I evolved the character. I just didn't film it, so I'm sorry, but you get the gist of it. Now we come to the end of the video and I want to thank you guys for sticking through the end and thank you so much for watching it. Also, if you like the video, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and please tell me what are your favorite units to play in Anime Rangers X because I would really like to know. Until next time, bye bye!